Okay, Wednesday the 15th, we have a core EMOM. EMOM stands for every minute on the minute. What that means is that every minute there's going to be a beep. Every time you hear a beep, that means you start over. So every minute at the minute mark, for whatever length of time you choose, there's going to be a beep. So you're going to do these 3 things every time it beeps. Okay, so those 3 things every minute, every time it beeps. Double crunch, heel touch, Superman. Double crunch, both upper body and butt come off the ground. Heel touches. And Superman. All right, so double crunch. Like I said, you're basically lifting your shoulders and your butt off the ground. So you're kind of like this, but in a crunch, okay? So you're kind of balancing on your lower back. So you're in a 90-degree with your legs, your hands are behind your head, and you're gonna squeeze both, release. Squeeze both, squeeze. So these ones are kind of tough. I feel like you kind of have to like to make sure that you're really crunching like totally together. And these ones I always say, try not to rock with your legs. So with this one, if you come out of it and you come way down, it's really easy to like swing back and forth. So when you come out of it, you want to return to the start, nice and slow. Crunch, return, crunch, return, instead of going like this and then you start swinging, okay? So that's your double crunch. Again, if you have any issues, just hit a regular crunch. Heel touches. So it's easier to show you, I guess, from front on. So your knees are going to be bent. You're going to be laying down, put your hands to your side, and what you're doing is you're going to lean to one side, tap your heel, lean to the other side, tap your heel. So you're kind of like this little teeter-totter, and you're going back and forth, tapping your heels. What you're doing is you're working your obliques. So if you feel like you don't feel anything, that means you're not crunching far enough. So the closer your heels are to your body, like right now, I can touch both of my heels without crunching at all. I'm just touching them. If you move them farther, now I have to really crunch to one side, crunch to the other side, okay? So I'll show you from this. So what I was just saying is if my heels are really close to my butt, I can touch my heels without having to move from side to side. So the farther away they are, or the closer they are together, the more I have to really crunch to reach them. So you need to adjust your feet to whatever makes it difficult or where you can feel that you have to crunch. So as I said, farther away from your body and or closer together makes it more difficult. So close to your body is the easiest. Farther away makes it harder. Narrower makes it harder, okay? So say you start here. Close, far, closer together and far. That's the hardest, okay? Because you have to reach the furthest to get to your heels. And then we have our Supermans. I know everybody loves these. So you're doing, you're on your stomach and you're lifting up your arms and your legs together. So instead of like our double crunch where we're like balancing on our mid to lower back, we're gonna be balancing on our stomachs. So this one can be tough when you're out of breath because when you're trying to breathe heavy and then you're like putting that pressure on your stomach, sometimes that makes it difficult. So sometimes you really have to focus on your breathing when you're doing these to make sure that you're like breathing okay. So you're gonna be down and you're gonna lift everything up, arms and legs, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. So for me, I kind of hold my breath when I come up and then I, so I inhale, exhale on down. Inhale up, exhale down. okay? So if you've never done these before, you will understand what I'm talking about when you start doing it. So I'm just gonna quickly show you exactly what this is gonna look like. So your timer's gonna start, and on your first minute, it's gonna say 3, 2, 1, go. Say I pick 4, 8, 4. This is what it's going to look like. And then I'm done until it beeps again. So you notice I went really fast. I didn't get up and situate for the Superman. I just rolled over because the timer doesn't stop. So however long it takes you to do those 3 things in that minute is determining how much rest you get. If it takes you 30 seconds to do those, you get 30-second rest. If it takes you 40 seconds to do those, you get 20-second rest. So you kind of want to push yourself and hustle, because like I said, for, say you pick 20 minutes, every single minute it's gonna beep. You're never gonna get like more time. So you wanna go fast because you wanna get that rest. But if you, like say you start at 6, 10, 6, you drop down to 5, 8, 4, that might work. Maybe you're already at the lowest number and it's still too hard. You're gonna have to drop it more, because you don't want the minutes to run into each other, okay? So, like I said, however long it takes you, that's gonna determine your rest. If you are confused by that concept, or like say you do it and you're like, I feel like I didn't do that right or something, reach out and I can, actually like go over it with you. I just try to not go over too much because I don't want these videos to be too long. So if you have any questions with the imam, let me know.